Hello everyone and welcome to another Naraka Bladepoint video. This is OSK and today we're going to go over the patch notes that were released, including all major patch notes and tier lists. This patch kicks off the Year of the Rabbit event and also includes a few hero changes, so without further ado, let's get right into it. Starting with events, we do have the brand new Year of the Rabbit login event, which occurs once every week for 4 weeks until February the 8th. Players only need to click on this icon once a week to receive all the rewards for the week. Next, we have the Lucky Rabbits Presents, which will be running until February the 1st. During this event, in the preparation stage of every mode, there will be a Lucky Rabbits treasure pot that will spawn these Lucky Rabbit ingots every so often. Players can collect up to 8 max per match and up to 15 per day, so you will need at least 2 matches a day to get the maximum reward. The list of each reward found within each Lucky Rabbit ingot can be found in this image. Next, we have the Auspicious Fireworks event, which will be running until February the 1st. Again. During this time, fireworks will spawn within the Battle Royale mode and will grant players constant armor restoration and luck boosts when activated. You'll need to be careful though, as this creates a large amount of attention that will be used against you. The firework will then be extinguished after a single use, so use it wisely. Next, we have the Lucky Rabbits Blessing event page, where players can feed any one of the 4 Lucky Rabbits on the page. Feeding times are available from 4 to 10, 10 to 15, and 15 to 4 the next day UTC time. At the end of each round, one of the 4 Lucky Rabbits will give its blessings to all the players who have fed it, and if the rabbit you fed is exactly the one that shows up, you will have a chance of winning good rewards. There will be 59 rounds in total for the event, with the last one ending on January 31st at 15 UTC. And lastly, in addition to Spring Lantern G, we have Spring Lantern Foo, which is back for a limited time until February 15th. This presents another round of legendary accessories that can be used along with Spring Lantern G in the spring event. Next, let's talk about general combat adjustments. A minor change has been made to the way damage reduction and damage calculation has been made. Damage has been divided into 4 different types, with damage reduction of the same type being additive, while those from different sources of damage reduction being multiplicative. The cap of this damage reduction is 90%, and overall the patch is intended to lessen the amount of damage reduction overall. The same applies to the damage bonus calculation. Now all damage bonuses are added up, and after the update, the final damage bonus by multiplying is slightly reduced. So overall, we're expected to see a little bit less damage overall, but not by much. Next, we'll go over weapon adjustments. There have been 2 changes made, one to dual blades and one to staff. For dual blades, they've increased the duration of the focus attack while charging horizontal strike on the spot, and the focus, of course, will end when you move. And lastly, in this category for the staff, they've slightly decreased the startup frames of the counter strike, so this should come out just a little bit faster. Next, let's get into hero adjustments and our tier lists. The first change we have is for Kurumi, which sees her F3 damage reduction be changed from 99% for 2.5 seconds to 90% for 4 seconds whenever she activates the link of her Binding Prayer Guard. So while damage reduction is slightly less, the duration is for slightly longer. This is not expected to change much for her solo viability, so she will stay in C tier for now. The next change comes with Valdatsui, which sees an adjustment to her V1, her Nether Nightmare. Now whenever she casts her wave, she no longer needs to hit an enemy to be thrust up into her whirlpool. This makes sure she'll get a lot more consistent value out of her V1 and not just waste all of her rage whenever the ult does not hit. This change also makes sure that her Water Spear can still interrupt the activation of Blackout, Tarkaji's ultimate. While this balance change is nice and is needed, it will not see Valdetsui's viability change in any major way. Therefore, she will stay at the top of B tier for now. Faria Shin's next on the list, and she turned out to be quite a pleasant surprise. Her general viability, both last patch and the expected viability of this patch, leave her in a pretty good spot. For balance changes, they have optimized a lot of the animations from her kit, as well as gunplay scattershot, which feels a lot smoother. Not only that, but they've also doubled the effective radius of her ultimate V2 when enabling overclock, which should give her an easier time providing damage reduction to the rest of her teammates. For solos, her kit allows her an easy escape for F1, and her F2 provides some amazing combo extensions. In addition, her ultimate allows her to get a pretty safe heal off most of the time, as well as a good option to provide some damage back into the fight. Her cannon mode especially can be devastating up close or from afar, which can make her a niche threat in certain situations, especially the Realm of Yang. For this reason, I think she is deserving of the middle of A tier for now. But of course, post your opinions in the comments as always. The last balancing change we see in the patch notes is actually for Zipping Ying. The nerf to her F2 and ultimate did make quite a big splash in the meta, so the devs are compensating a little bit and have decided to bump up her ultimate's output, her V1, from 45 heals per second to 55, and also increase the instant recovery value after triggering Sedate Soul in her V2 from 300 per second to 500. As most players tend to pick her V1 variant, this will provide her a pretty nice boost for solos whenever she activates her ultimate. For this reason, I think that she'll be placed at the bottom of A tier for now. She doesn't go up by much, but she goes up by a little. She's kind of like a cockroach, you just can't get rid of her. Again, that about does it for our solo tier list. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Now on to our trios tier list. As we see, Faria Shin will fit herself in the A tier, as her damage reduction along with her abilities with her cannon ultimate do provide a nice bit of disruption in the current meta. Time will tell if she solidifies herself in this position of the meta, but for right now, I believe that this is a good place to put her. The only other change we see in this tier list is Zipping Ying moving from C tier to B tier. As her ultimate does provide healing benefits to her teammates as well, the slight boost in the output of her V1 and V2 are sure to make a little bit of an impact, enough to move her a tier up. Unfortunately, those are the only changes to the Trios tier list, so let me know what you think of the final list down in the comments below, as always. Moving on to Showdown adjustments, the highlights of these are that they've reorganized the yield of Showdown Soul Jades and the Omnius boss stages. Now, if players fail to defeat the boss, they will still get part of the Soul Jades by opening chests after defeating Omnius in each stage. In addition to this, in Desert Tribulations, you can now directly teleport and revive teammates in the Cairn state by activating the Summon Stone. The rest of the notes are attached in the image on screen. Another notable in-game adjustment are the tutorials that have now been added. These tutorials are part of an updated look whenever you select your skills and ultimates from each character's ability page. There will now be a short updated video displaying the skills and what they do, and they've also made some adjustments to the general tutorial made for brand new players, which I may be covering in a future video. Lastly, we'll cover store updates. The Spring Lantern G is now available for a limited time to use, within which you may get the chance to unlock the Extreme Outfit Vermilion Wings for Faria Shin or Dracoil for the Spear Extreme skin. And of course, as always, players are guaranteed to receive at least one extreme reward during the process of opening at most 100 treasures, and this can be triggered multiple times. For new store packs, Justina Gu has an exclusive Golden Year pack, which will include the legendary Background Dormant River, legendary base Autumn Bowels, and the legendary pose Wish. As well, we have new discounted packs for Matari's legendary outfit Midnight Kiss, a Galaxis Katana skin, Zipping Ying's accessory Ink Slab, Faria Shin's hairstyle Glittering Pinion, and Justina Gu's legendary hairstyle Purple Aster, as well as several silk updates, including the ability to purchase the lanterns. These are all the patch notes that we'll cover in this video. If you'd like to see the full patch notes, please look in the description down below. Thank you guys for watching the video all the way to the end. If you liked it, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, comment, and share the video, as well as check out the socials down below, along with the new stream schedule. And with that, I will go. I've been OSK, y'all have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.
I know life is getting harder, not like I would choose another. My tears and healing powers, just one drop to recover. Can't stop me cause I'm the phoenix.